to a little over 13.5%, so roughly 10% or better. Doesn't mean that's what it has to be this time, but that's, again, a range and approximation.
So once again, this is the white grape varietals Meritage, same thing as the last flight. Obviously, when we're tasting wines, what we're doing for the purpose of the viewers is we're assessing the nose or the bouquet of the wine. Then after we assess the nose or the bouquet, we're actually tasting, and then we spit the spittoon, which is common. When you're at a wine tasting, you don't drink, otherwise you'd be inebriated fairly quickly, so we always spit. And then we're recording our assessments in order to award the winemakers wine medals. Let's go. All right. Again, if you need some help with your judging sheet, numbers are all explained right here on the 13-point scale, which is what we're utilizing. And if you see facial expressions, that means the better, the more positive the facial expression, it means the more positive experience. And if the facial expressions are less than positive, it usually means you're tasting less than positive wine. And thankfully, none of these wines are identified because we're doing it blindly, which is always important in a wine tasting. And if it's easier for you sometimes to mark the numbers down on your score sheet, all a good idea, I might suggest doing that as well. Then it just helps you track what you're looking at.
I said a 10.
Okay.
I gave it a 9.
Okay, I gave it an 11. I'm willing to come down, so you know, to a 10. So that looks like that would make it the difference between a 9 and an 11. We don't necessarily have to appeal it if someone's willing to come up. I think it's worthy of a silver.
Silver, I agree.
Yep, agree.
Yeah.
Okay, so is everyone coming up to a 10 then?
Yep.
Okay, solid 10? Okay, perfect. 21 to 11.
I said 7.
Okay,
I gave it a 3 because I figured there was
Okay.
something wrong there.
I gave it a 4 too.
Yeah, I definitely overthrew that one. I'll go down.
Okay.
I'd go down to a 5.
Okay,
I agree with a 4.
well, it's still a no medal.
Yeah.
I would say this one was had some serious issues. So if we call it a 4, it's borderline commercially acceptable with some major defects.
Yeah.
So no medal.
Yeah.
And you know what's unfortunate also, just to give you guys, is you've judged before, right? Any of you?
I've done blind tastings.
Has anyone at this table judged before?
No.
What happens, unfortunately, is sometimes they can have an absolutely phenomenal wine, but it's the luck of the draw, and we get a bad bottle, and that's just the way it goes.
Yeah.
I hope you caught that too, because that's like really important. If it was corked, if this one was corked, you would get a strong burnt rubber, and on the flavor, it would just keep going flatter and flatter. I'm still tasting the finish on it.
Yeah.
So I think it's just, I don't think it's corked, I think it's just majorly flawed. If everyone's in agreement with that.
Yeah, I don't think it's correct.
Yeah.
I agree.
But again, I won't protest, but if we're all in agreement predominantly, which it sounds like we are, that it's majorly flawed, let's just go with that and make it easier. No matter. Okay. If I can receive all of your sheets, I'll pass this around for your initials. And it's going to Paul. We'll pass it around counterclockwise. Got this. We have 11, 8, 9, 6.
I gave it a 7.
I also gave it a 7.
I gave it 11.
You gave it 11.
All over the map.
Okay, so in this particular case, we can appeal it, and we can all revisit the wine and state the reasons, because we're kind of all over the board.
Yeah.
Or in some cases, what happens is Paul may say, look, I'm willing to come down, or same thing, Julie, but let's go back and revisit it. We have plenty of time. It's our first session, so as the table chair, we'll just make time to do this.
Yeah, I may have overscored that one.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I get that it's quite bitter,
Yeah.
very acidic.
Good acid. Well, I say good acid.
Yeah, good at it. I was almost gonna say almost too high. But so what would you come back down to? So I'm still at a 7, and I'll just say this is the second round on my notes. Where you? So
I'll
where
go
are
down
you
to
at?
9 on that.
Are you still at a 7?
I'm still at a 7.
And Julie?
I would go down to
An 8. Okay, and Paul?
I'll go down to 9.
A 9. Okay, so I would say averaging the numbers out, that would put it at, I would say bronze plated.
Yeah.
So we'll call that bronze plated. So,
Okay.
okay, 21, 5, 4, 3.
5.
I had trouble with this.
Okay, Julie?
I give it a 6.
Okay, Paul?
10.
I gave it a 1. I bashed this thing. Now I'm going to come back and revisit this. The nose is actually not bad.
Palate's horrible.
Yeah, and there's a certain
I would almost get down to a 3.
acidity
Not a
to it. I
pleasant.
mean, I could come up from a 1, but to me, this is still a no
You
metal.
come up from a 1, I'll go down to a 6. And
I would still say,
Okay, I'll
I would
give
say
it
a
a
3.
I think I still had something else in my mouth when I tasted that one.
I think I was a bit generous. I probably did it down to a 4. The only thing that made me give it any points was the nose is okay.
Because the one
Yes,
before it
but
was
the
so
palate's
bad.
awful.
Yeah.
And the
So
finish
we
is-
got 3,
yeah.
5, 6, 6. That really averages to, I'd say, a 5, which is still, possibly commercial. So that's going to be a no metal. 21305.
I gave it a 10.
Okay.
A 7.
I give it a 12.
Yeah. And I gave it an 11. So, Julie, it's on you.
Yeah, I was probably a little bit. I think it was maybe just more of the
Yeah.
style. I was just trying to figure
Not a
out
problem.
what it was. I could probably pull it into the bronze category.
Are you sure you don't want to come up? Because I'm going to appeal it if you put it in a bronze. I think this is.
I think it should be
I think this
silver.
is.
I've,
As a matter of fact, the middle palate, it's very interesting. The finish is still on. It's got an incredibly long finish. So we got a 12. I was at an 11. You were at a 10. I'm willing to go up to a 12 on this.
I'd go up to.
To what?
I'd go up to a 12.
To a 12?
Yeah, I would.
Okay, and then how about you, Julie?
Yeah, at least a 10.
Okay. I'm going to still call that a 12 then, which would be our first goal that we gave. And I think that's good. And this will be our first goal. So this is our first goal.
Trying to give her something to drink.